Greetings, Marsh here, and welcome to episode 4 of my modded Factorio playthrough. Enjoy. Awesome. Let's see. Just to review what we've got. Electric motors, the turbine, circuits which we're not using, and poles. So first we need to make the source of power, the turbine generator, and that we just need some extra stone, and we've been converting all of our stone, crushed stone, into regular stone. So we'll just make our necessary item, throw them back in there. Now we can make the generator, which requires quite a bit of parts. Oh, that guy's out of fuel. Ha! Not for too much longer. Won't have to be dealing with those burner inserters. Let's see, where are we going to put the generator? Doesn't really matter. Keep saying that. Right there. Now, one thing to note is that the efficiency of these things is a lot worse than the steam generation. So there's definitely an advantage to upgrading to that. It says the efficiency is 40.5. Huh, I thought it was 30%. I wonder if it got upgraded. Seems like a weird number for it to be at. But nonetheless, I think the early level steam engines are like 50%. So they're definitely a lot better. But this is good for where we're at right now. So let's put a box right here. And I will make 2 burner inserters, because they're good enough for what we need. Pick up and drop. Just kind of, there we go. Flip sides. There we go. Yep. So now those 2 are going to pick up from that one box and feed the generator. You'll see it quickly run and then turn off because it, yeah, you see how it has steam. So it does run on the same technology, but it's done in a different way. So, all right. What is the early use of our inserters? You see, regular inserters are much more expensive. 6 copper and 13 iron compared to just 5 iron for a burner. So it takes a lot of iron to upgrade everything to electric inserters. For now, I don't want to deal with that, but I think we need to focus very heavily on increasing our iron plate production, because we're constantly waiting on it. So let's put them in all the important spots. Oh, yeah, and it would be important to have some poles. Now you have a choice of electric poles or iron poles. Their recipe's the same. It's just 1 piece of wood, 1 piece of iron. And since we're constantly short of iron, let's do the wood poles. Right there. Right there. Just kind of preemptively putting these around here. Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, and then we got to connect everything. Boom. There we go. And they're much faster in movement than the burner, so that's another reason why you'd want to upgrade to them. We can convert. You see how the regular inserter takes burner inserters. That's definitely a change, I think, from stock. So a lot of your early components have uses. So the upgrade cost is slightly less if we're replacing old parts. Alright, that's working for now. But we need to expand the setup a lot more than that. So it's time for some ratios. Ooh boy. Oh, take care of that first though. Alright. I'll probably show it to you later. It's kind of complicated to calculate exact ratios of things, especially because a lot of these machines have different crafting speeds. So it takes some calculation. Luckily these are the same, but the quick math is you need about 4.5 stone furnaces to cover the output of 1 burner crusher. So we'll do 5. And this is going to require moving everything around. I'll put this here to keep the fuel going. so we can constantly get some at least. Let's see. Although I am going to move this, so I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter. Lol. Okay. Maybe I can leave that there though, so at least we're getting the mining time in. Alright, let's pick that up. Go this up. Alright. So we need a total of 5, so 3 more. Okay, so just to kind of get an idea in your head of where these things are going to be, I'm going to have those going in there, because I'm going to have multiple inserters coming out of this machine. And then the final output's going to go up here, so that output's going to have both saprite, yeah, the teal, or the blue. Sometimes I just think of these things as their color, not what they're named. Like when I'm taking notes, I just write the color, not the name. But, so it's going to have both the stone, the crushed stone, and the crushed saprite. So until we get filter inserters, which is kind of a ways away, we're just going to need to figure out how to deal with it. What kind of logic can we do where that won't bother the setup, where it won't come to a crashing halt. So let me, is that in the right spot? Might be. Yeah, it might have been. Alright, let's put these here. Let's move some poles around. There we go. How are we doing on iron? Actually, we're kind of okay. Although it's gonna disappear really fast with these inserters. Let's see, put it down here. All right. One more. Get rid of that. Put that in there. Now we need to get the fuel side going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Although I can manually put fuel in here for now just to get the process going. Oh, we'll need an extra one for the supply. I'll leave that one there for now. And because we don't have access to long inserters, I'm just going to use the furnaces as the crate to hold the output for now. Right, look at that. And magically out of plates. Oh, it would help if I put the ore inside the machines. So just holding it. Just like how it looks in my inventory. Okay. You see, that's a problem, but don't worry. We'll take care of it. Check the other machines. Just make sure everything's still moving. Oh, look at that. A little bit extra. It's another reason why I don't want to set a huge sprawling setup of machines, because you'll have resources which you really desperately need that might be hidden somewhere or not accessible to the machines that need it. So I want to avoid that for now. Except I did this wrong. Oh no, I just did these two wrong. Like, there shouldn't be copper there, or plates there. Alright, that's good. Now we can pick this up. We still need to fuel this machine, so... Oops. Let's replace that. We need one more. Boom. That one's not covered? Okay. Okay, let's pick up all the coal. And picking up the coal here is the same concept, really, where I want to have all my resources accessible to me. And it doesn't help if I've got a whole bunch of resources stuck in another machine that doesn't need it at that moment. Oh, I see. It's kind of clogged. There we go. Yep, okay. Now you see this machine's definitely backlogged. And that's in part because it needs way more inserters. And in fact, I believe it is a total of 5 that we need. A lot. Although, I would kind of like to have the stone machine taken care of first, so pick that up. So I'll just pick all this up. I'm going to slightly change the way things are done. Now, because of this setup, it's a lot easier to automatically turn them into stone. And again, I don't mind doing that because we still need an awful lot of it. So, stone, you see what it's going to do is just wait for the crushed stone to get to the end of the line. And then when it gets there, it'll pick them up and move them down. Let's see, how to handle the fuel. Now this is kind of in the way, but we're not researching anything at the moment, so I'll just pick that up in case I want to move it around. Don't want to undo everything if it's not necessary. So move this fuel there, right there. Iron, 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 iron. There we go. Let's make an inserter. Alright, and we need electricity. There's a good spot for it. Guess it has to be here. I like things to be symmetrical if possible. It looks like it's going to take quite a few poles for this. More than I would like. Alright, there we go. See, there we go. That is a lot easier, a lot less picking things up. Now the only step left, and we got 2 steps left. Got to increase the burner crusher's capacity, and then make a bunch of burner drills. As you see right now, we're really only using like 1.5 stone furnaces, which makes sense because the way the setup was before, we were using about 1.5, so that's completely expected. And yeah, we're going to need 5 of these total. And here's an example of the adjustable Bob's inserters that come in mighty handy. Let's see how to do this. I think it's best if it goes here. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna have to move this down. It's best not to pick up stuff from a curve. It's harder for the inserters to pick up from a curve on a belt than it is a straight belt. The slower the belt and the faster the inserter, the less of this that it's a problem, but it's still good housekeeping to not pick stuff up from corners if you can avoid it. So let's make this adjustable. Pick up and drop. And let's make this one the opposite. There we go. Now that machine has full capacity on the output. Need 2 more inserters. to have full capacity on the input. Oops. Close that window. Disable it specifically. I think if you close it, it's still enabled. There we go. And now we need a bunch of burner drills. How many? I'll make 5 for now, if I could. This isn't something to go crazy on because, you know, once you upgrade to electric drills, then all the setup's going to change, so don't want to go overboard with it. Plus, it does produce a lot of pollution. You know, makes the biters more likely to come get you. So, prefer to avoid it. Put that there. I'll make it as wide as the patch is at this point. And one more. Right there. And let's see, we need more belts. Lots of belts. And lots of inserters. I can fill these up manually for now. Up, up, up. This way. There we go. Fill these up. That should be pretty good output. Yeah, you see how the machine is completely maxed out? Light is green. Those inserters are almost at full capacity, but not. Same with these ones. But these side ones you do need. They do occasionally run. And all 4 of these are going constantly. And occasionally one piece should make it by to this guy back here. And that should be enough for all of this. So let's see, we gotta sling the coal all the way around to the back. Oh yeah, this is definitely enough enough burner drills for now. Not a problem. So how many is that? About 5? 5 drills to about 5 furnaces? It's a lot harder to calculate the drills to anything else ratio because there's different hardnesses and mining times for each patch, so you have to do a lot of math, and then each drill has a different mining power and mining speed, so that's like 4 variables that you're going to have to calculate to figure out exactly what the perfect ratio of drills is to the rest of the smelting process. My experience is it's best not to have them directly linked with each other. Just have plenty of mining capacity and worry about your ratios with all the other machines. Speaking of which, we actually need more fuel here. Everything's gonna run out soon if I don't. Let's pick all that stuff up and put it up there. Take all the coal out because it's about to come down the pipe. Get rid of this piece here. Looks like we need one more. Oh, we need copper. Still quietly making copper. No, what? Why is this not running? says expected resources that it has it. It's got fuel. Oh, is this out of fuel? Nope. Well, it would have the cursor if it was. That is confusing. Huh. I guess that inserter bugged out. Or maybe I misadjusted it somehow and didn't notice. That's weird. Alright, well that's back in business. Oh, that's bad. It only had a couple of plates. Oh well, a little bit of lost time. Good thing I'm not going for any kind of record here. Honestly, I don't really like going for speed runs of anything because, I don't know, you don't really have time to enjoy the game very much when you do that. Alright, we need electricity down here. And the way you can do it is just kind of every 2 machines put a pole. And regardless of exactly how they're staircased, it seems to work out pretty well when you do that. And, oh, I'm out of wood. Alright, let's cut some of these trees down. Alright. Let's put it right here. There we go. Mining is back. Alright, that is the upgrade of iron mining and smelting complete. That's a lot faster production than before. What's the next step? Probably to do the exact same thing with copper because it's not that big of a deal right now. So you make another iron axe, but very quickly, you know, just replacing all of these inserters with or burner inserters with regular inserters is going to take a ton of copper. Copper that we don't really have, so we might as well do the first upgrades to this setup. Alright, that's the end of this episode, and I will see you on the next one.